Hey yo, what is up FPG fam? Further here, and I was kind of wrong about Cobalt B, kind of. So I've done full reviews of Cobalt B, I've done gameplay, I've tested A0, A1, tier list, you name it, right? And everything that I've stated up until this point, I still stand behind when it comes to Cobalt B and my review. But there was one thing that I did want to talk about in today's video that I feel I was kind of wrong about a little bit, and that's what I wanted to discuss. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and that's in relation to Cobalt B's mobility. So everything that I've been talking about with Cobalt B in terms of review, tier list, and when I go ahead and state the pros and cons of this simulacra, even my early review of just simple gameplay, I mentioned that Cobalt B seemed to be a bit stationary with her basic attacks. When you see here, you cannot move when you're doing the normal attacks, and I've stated that because of that reason, it makes Cobalt B feel very stationary. And that is true, because when you're doing the basic attacks, that is the case. But Cobalt B is very, very unique in the aspect that this is one of the only simulacras in the game that you can actually do some serious tech with and some serious combos. And those are what I wanted to show off in today's video. And when you do this tech and when you do these combos, you actually have some pretty good damn mobility, and makes Cobalt B that much more fun to play. I have to say, she is one of the funnest characters in the game to utilize at this moment because of the mobility, because of the different tech and the different combos. She's just tons of fun, and I've been having such a great time exploring different combos and different tech, and I have discovered a few things that I wanted to share with you guys. So hopefully you enjoy, hopefully you do get something from it. So I'm going to go ahead and show off the combos that I've discovered with Cobalt B, and then kind of break it down for you all. So here are the combos that I've discovered so far, and then we'll break it down right afterwards. Alright, so there you have it. I believe those were 4 different combos that you can do with Cobalt B, and I'm sure there are plenty more. Those are just the ones that I've discovered that I've been labbing and really trying to perfect. And I'll go ahead and explain those combos for you at this time. So the first one was what I would consider the standard Cobalt B B&B, bread and butter. If you don't know what B&B stands for, Cobalt B's bread and butter, which is to dash attack, hop back, and then be able to attack again. I actually didn't do it right. So you dash in, you attack, you hop once, and then you do that flip back after you attack, and then you dash back in. I consider that to be Cobalt B's bread and butter. So it looks like this if I didn't dash backwards. So if you dash forward, there you go, and then you dash back in. This is what I would consider Cobalt B's bread and butter, something that you can continue to utilize, and it gives you that mobility and doesn't make you stationary, while optimizing your damage to a degree as well. You're able to really pump out some damage. And I do want to mention that these combos really, if you're able to, start off with the charge attack first. So if you can charge attack first and then go into whatever combo you're trying to do, that's probably going to be the most optimal way to pump out the most damage. So keep that in mind when you're doing these combos. Try and charge attack first, but I did these combos without showing the charge attack because sometimes you can't get it off in realistic situations. But nonetheless, you'll want to try and do that because it does detonate and leads to more damage. So that is Cobalt B's bread and butter. Now the second one, you would simply dash in, do that, and then you would jump again and then attack. So it's just a way to be able to get both jumping attacks in the same combo. So you dash in, attack, hop, and then you hop again, and then you go ahead and do both the single and the double, which is really nice. I found that to be pretty cool. Now the other one is A little more complicated and takes a little more practice. You have to maybe lab it out a couple of times. Not too difficult. You'll kind of nail it down within the first couple of times that you do it probably. You just have to make sure there could be some delay when you do it, so it may not be something that you can do all the time. But basically what it involves is dashing in, attack, hop back. While you're still in midair, attack again, and then dash back in. So this one's a little more precise when it comes to the timing. So let me see if I can go ahead and do it in real time here. So you dash in, and then you got sometimes I want to jump again. So it's one that it's kind of muscle memory for me. Like once I do it a couple of times, then I'm good to go. There you go. That is it right there. So you once again, you dash in, attack, hop, and then while you're still in midair, dash back in, attack. So it's very similar to like the B&B that you would be doing, but you are actually dashing back in midair. And then the last one I would consider to be the most complicated, because you're actually adding in the double jump feature to it. So that one, you are basically, nope, you're dashing forward. See, sometimes it doesn't work for me. You're dashing forward, attack, hop once, and then attack, and then still in midair, you dash back in, attack, and that's when you are in here, and then you do that part. So it's kind of like stringing the first B&B and then the second one together. It's kind of like stringing all three together. So it's stringing like all three combos, and you're kind of putting them all together to add into one big combo. And it's flashy. It's not technically practical, I would say, but it is flashy, it's fun, and if you can nail it and pull it off in real combat, it's just a good time, right? It's just a really good time. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed these combos. I hope you found it to be interesting. And once again, Cobalt B is one of the only few characters that has combos that you can switch up the playstyle and do different things and actually discover tech and discover combos. Most simulacras in this game are pretty one-dimensional, meaning you're just, if you're Frigg, multi-slashing. If you're Meryl, you just spin the win into skill. You know, with King, you're just discharging. You get the idea, right? There's not too much tech to it. There's not too much to discover. But with Cobalt B, there definitely is. So, and that's one thing that I've been loving about this character. And doing the tech and doing all these moves actually makes her mobile. The only thing is that it is resource intensive, and I mentioned that in prior videos as well. Whenever you're trying to be mobile with Cobalt B, it's going to be resource intensive, meaning you're going to be using stamina, you're going to be using your dodges. So you just got to be mindful of that, keep an eye on it, and make sure you're careful and understand how many dodges you have left. Do you have the endurance to do the double, and things of that nature. So those are things that you just have to keep an eye on if you're doing like Bygone or Frontier Clash or something like that, and not put yourself into trouble. But if you can nail this tech and you can nail these combos, it's a good time and you'll enjoy Cobalt B that much more. But I'm gonna get on out of here, guys. Once again, hopefully this helped. Hopefully this has you enjoy Cobalt B even more, and I'll see you guys in the next one. If you know any combos of your own that you want to share with me, let me know in the comments down below. I'd be more than happy to see what you guys have to say and even test it out myself. That would be pretty awesome. But I'm gonna get on out of here. Remember to stand out, be different, have fun, go further beyond in everything that you do. My name is Cody, but you can call me Further. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.